Hi, this is Baisley from the Big Dream program, and I wanted to record this little video for you today, maybe for myself too, in that there's some stuff that I've been really passionate about of late. I've always been passionate about it, but it's starting to come to the surface, and it's going to very much influence my road trip this summer. I'm doing a workshop teaching road trip through the United States, from Colorado to Florida and up the East Coast, back to Nova Scotia, Canada, and it's got a focus this year. It's got a theme, and that is the family. Kind of saving the family. Maybe that's a bit dramatic. So many families out there are working maybe 2 incomes, dropping the children off at daycare, always putting the great stuff in life on hold. We'll do that when we months go by, years go by, and it can be so disappointing. Life can start to feel very bland, very blah, and it seems to be full of everything that we should do. But what do we want to do? What do we really want to do? And one of the biggest kind of hurdles in that whole discussion, even thinking about this or exploring it, is the income piece, the money piece. Trying to be responsible and trying to earn all the income that we need to have our lives and to pay for stuff and to set some aside and pay debts or whatever. And it seems to me that sometimes when we're focused on making that happen, we can totally throw the baby out with the bathwater. It can totally consume our lives, this income piece. And for some people that may suit them. And if that's okay with you, then that's totally fine. But I know there's a lot of people out there that are very unhappy with how their family is doing day to day. What are they doing day to day? They have dreams that they'd love to do, maybe to go off for a month somewhere with their family, or to travel around the world, or even just simply have more time with nothing bloody scheduled to do stuff together, even just to sit together, everybody reading a book on the couch or something, you know. And this sort of thing, it's odd that we've got to a point in our culture, in our generation, where this sort of experience can be pretty darn rare. I care a lot about these issues. I'm not coming across as any sort of guru or expert in it. They're just issues that I'm passionate about in my own family. I'm continually interested in exploring the quality of our lives, the time in our lives. And a big realization that has made a massive difference in my life is stepping back from 9 to 5, Monday to Friday thinking, stepping back from typical work thinking, and looking at the whole of life as a bit of as an ecosystem, as a package, where everything is in there. Family's in there, personal time, we need time to ourselves, is there, our work is there, the stuff that we find meaningful to do is there, the income is there, our big dreams are there, the stuff we really want to do. And all of that can sound kind of utopian if we're looking at it just one piece at a time, without looking at the whole sort of a canvas of our lives. And although this is kind of big talk, what's really interesting is it's so bloody practical. Once we step back and take off the shackles of how we've been thinking about work and life and income and so on, once we take all that and look at a blank canvas, how can I design my life? Things become pretty darn easy. It's actually easier to figure things out from this perspective. Okay, so what do we want to do? What are our big dreams? What do we want to do as a family? What do I want to do with my family? Put it in there. What do I, in the design, what do I want in terms of, what do I need spiritually, or what do I need personally for me? Let's put that in there. Let's put dreams and lifestyle and relationships and everything in the package. Your most meaningful work, what would that be? And the income, put it in. And from this perspective, we can start to figure out what is a masterful way to design our daily lives. And I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be utopian. It doesn't have to be like unattainable. Because if you look at life in this way and make a 5% improvement on this, you're going to feel it massively. It's going to have an enormous impact, make a difference in how your daily life feels. And you know what can happen is that suddenly you find yourself sitting on the couch or the swing, and you suddenly have time to look and hear what your children are saying, or share a laugh that wouldn't have happened if schedules were too squeezed. You can even be more spontaneous and just, do you want to do this? Yeah, sure. And take the morning off and go do that. And still be responsible, for your income and all of that. It seems to me when we step back and look at this, that is ultimate responsibility, is can I be responsible for my own life design? Instead of always giving that responsibility, that power away to other people. Bosses, for instance, or even just mindsets. Society tells us that we should behave in this way, and we do. And like lemmings, we go to work every day, or we drop the kids off at daycare, and they watch us pull away, And that totally works for some families. Again, nothing against it, all right? But there's a lot of people that are deeply unhappy with this scenario. And life is busy, busy, busy. And you know why it bothers us? It's because we actually know that it can be different. That's why it bothers us. We know we have the capacity, if we could look back and have a little bit of help or a little bit of structure in which to think this out, we know we can make an improvement. And this whole shtick is totally consuming me this summer. I'm passionate about it. And partially what that means is I'm going on a big workshop teaching road trip from Toronto to Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, Florida, all the way up the East Coast to Nova Scotia, Halifax, and then back to I'm from near Toronto. I've got my 2 kids with me. We're going to have an incredible time. 7 weeks on the road. And the workshops I'm teaching, the main one is a 3.5-hour workshop, and it's called the Creating a Sustainable Lifestyle. The tagline is, what the bleep am I doing with my life? Because that's often how we're feeling when we're stuck. And month turns into year, and suddenly we get to this point where we're looking back and saying, I thought I was supposed to be somewhere by now. Why does life feel bland or boring or difficult or confusing? Does it have to be this way? And the smarter we are, the more difficult that feeling is, because we know it's not quite right. And I have a workshop where I teach 5 building blocks to design and build your own brand new kind of life ecosystem. And although, as I said, it sounds a little bit grand, it's not. It's so practical, but it does have grand effects. And so I'm doing this workshop tour, and it's totally word of mouth for the most part. What I'd love it is if you're interested in what I'm talking about, if you're interested in coming to one of my workshops or hosting me when I'm on the way through, I'd love it if you got in touch. I'll give you my email address. It's Alex, A-L-E-X, at Big Dream Program, BIGDREAMPROGRAM.com. Please drop me an email. Let me know even if this video has had an effect on you, if this resonates with you. And I hope to meet you. I would love to see you when I'm coming through your town. Bye for now. It's Alex Baisley at the Big Dream Program.